Yeah, but all this has done is just heightened my fear of like deep water and thalassophobia, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm not alone in that. I'm glad so many people fear the ocean like I do. That's why I don't think I can like. I think after this, I've always like I've been on the cusp of
You're
being
done
like,
with the ocean. You're like, I'm done.
I'm done with the ocean. I was like, maybe scuba diving would be cool.
I want
maybe
to scuba
with-
dive.
I want to scuba dive.
Yeah.
And then you just hear like, I think the internet has just ruined me because I've known of like, I see so many horror stories of like different
I
scuba
love
diving
those.
things.
Yeah.
And like the wildest thing is just that, you know, this idea of being trapped underwater and having to like surface slowly at a time, no matter
Decompress,
what.
yeah.
Unless you get decompression sickness. And I'm like, nope, I am never going that deep. I will draw the line at snorkeling. This is as far as I will go. If I can't see the bottom, I am not going there, baby.
Yeah.
I love how they call it decompression sickness, but it's like, hey, you'll just explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sick. It's really sick.
Yeah, hey, gas will just like start, but your blood will just start bubbling. You know, that's
Dude, did you ever see that? It was like a ship, and it was like an oil ship or something, and there was some boats around it, and they were trying to do something, and there's a giant fucking storm, and the ship overturned and sank to the bottom, but there was an air pocket in the ship where this dude was just.
I've seen this
surviving.
one. Yeah,
Right.
But he was like on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
Like, and he obviously didn't have any gear or anything. So they had to like, this guy who had literally survived in the cold ass water on the bottom of the ocean, was just chilling in this room.
Yeah.
And they sent some divers. I don't know how. I wasn't like crazy deep, but they sent some divers to just double check that there was no one else alive.
Yeah.
Because this sometimes happens and it overturns some
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
rooms. You know,
Yeah.
all the air gets trapped. And this is a video on YouTube of the diver going into the ship, and he's just searching. And this guy's above the water, otherwise he'd freeze and die. He's on something. And then the diver, a hand just grabs the diver. And it's this dude who'd been living there for like 3 or 4 days.
Jesus.
No food or anything, just
Yeah.
like freezing in this room. And they managed to save him, I think.
Holy fuck.
yeah.
It's insane.
Also, I can't imagine being the diver at that point because that
I would shit myself.
I would literally shit myself. That I would like fear shit in that moment. That would have been the biggest jump scare of my entire life. Imagine going to a shipwreck at the bottom of the ocean and then you feel
hand.
something grab you. Holy shit! That is the thing of like
that's
horror
a nightmare.
stories, man.
Watching these divers' camera, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
They only see dust, and they're just listening to a guy on comms direct
Yeah.
them through the blueprints. It's like, this is fucked. This is so fucked. Like the
Yeah.
fact that you have to navigate this, and this is someone's job, and people aren't like freaking out 24/7.
Well, at least they took a diver
insane.
down instead of a sub. Right? yeah.
Well, the problem is if you took a sub down, you can't get shit out. Like,
Yeah.
you know, how are you gonna get someone out?
Yeah.
So that was crazy, and I think they had to like basically teach this guy how to use the mask and decompress and go up. Oh, it's crazy.
Jeez.
It's
The fact that he survived is insane.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he survived. Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Fucking hell.
Have you guys ever been on any cruises or anything like
No,
that?
that's fuck no, no.
Maybe when I'm like 70 or 80.
No,
But not-
cruises seems like
not
the
now.
worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice if you're like at a retired state where you're just like, oh, I've
even
got nothing
then,
to do, no time.
I-
I'm not talking about like, you know, fucking weeks long cruises. Like that would just be torturous. Like
Yeah.
maybe like a few days at most. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Then I'd be like, you know, I can just chill on like a nice boat deck for a few days, go in the pool, maybe bathe in the sun. You know, I'm in a retired state right now. I've got nothing to worry about, kind of thing. That would be nice, but like those like week long cruises, bro, I think I would go insane.
Yeah. Because you're literally just obviously trapped on the boat.
Yeah,
With just like I don't know.
it's no different to being like trapped in a building for like 2 weeks. You know.
Also,
Like,
I don't think I could ever be fully comfortable just being on like the ocean that long. I don't know. Is that a weird mental thing? Because
You're
I'm
not
like
really
plane.
you're on like a skyscraper on the ocean.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like barely like it's so those things are huge.
Yeah,
because
'cause
like
I-
5 times the size of the Titanic.
Yeah, I'm like plane. That's fine. I'm in the air. That makes more sense to me than being like on the water for some
well,
reason.
what are you afraid of? Of the ship sinking?
Yeah, actually, yeah. At least with a plane crash, it's like a quick death. You know. I'm just saying.
I mean,
you
not
know?
all the time. There's been plane crashes where people survive
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been plane crashes
and
where
probably
people
died
survive.
agonizingly.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
There's been
Yeah.
those.
So
Okay.
there's like no difference.
Okay, but like I feel like you know you
You
know
just want to skydive.
yeah I do want to skydive actually. It's like jumping out of a plane. Okay, I vibe with that.
Yeah.
Getting in a huge body of water, no. Get that shit away from me.
Goddamn.
No, because like there's like so many things like watching videos of just massive waves hitting oil rigs.
Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just realize the amount of energy that's just like encapsulated in
But
some
a cruise ship isn't going to go through that shit. They'll be like, we
I
might
mean,
expect, we're
never know.
expecting
You never
some
know.
never know.
turbulence.
That's what they said about the Titanic, Joey. Unsinkable, yeah? Unsinkable, Joey. And look what happened there.
Shit, you're right.
What I'm learning is you should just stay off the ocean, Gone.
Yeah, I should just stay off the ocean.
Really ironic, it's the fact that you used to live near a body of water like your whole life.
Okay, I love beaches. I just hate the ocean. I love seeing the ocean. The ocean is there to be seen, not be trodden on.
Right.
You know?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, have you heard about like rogue waves and shit like that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, what's that?
Like okay, as much as I fear the ocean, I do genuinely find it fascinating to like read about.
There's this concept that waves can only be as big as they, like they recorded it. But there's been like accounts and they've recorded these anomaly waves that are like giga waves.
Right. Yeah.
Like one giant, not a tsunami, not caused by a tsunami.
Not
or anything
a
like that.
tsunami, just a normal wave.
These giant fucking waves that are like 20 times or 10 times the height of what the wave should be.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're like these are like life-ending waves.
Yeah, and I don't think there is a scientific explanation for them, or a proper scientific explanation for them. Yeah,
Right.
But yeah, to go on what Connor said, like it was like calculated years ago. This is the highest height a wave can possibly be by science. That's what scientists said. And then you had these accounts of like sailors who have just been like, I've encountered a wave like twice or 3 times as big, and people have just thought you're a fucking liar. You're a liar, until modern technology came about and people started documenting them, especially in offshore oil rigs. And sometimes there are waves that
100 meters tall.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That have not been able to be explained about why these waves can exist, and these are called rogue waves. And I find them.
You're scared of the ocean, huh?
I am scared of the ocean, man. I find it fascinating. Though.
It's cool. It's super interesting. The ocean.
it's super
You
interesting.
hear about those like giant squids and shit too.
Oh yeah.
Those are fucking cool though.
Yo, don't tell Japan about those.
It's like,
Yo, do not let Japan know.
how big you say?
Everyone else is like, stay away from the fucking giant. It's dangerous. Japan's like, all right, boys, we're eating.
Feed a whole nation with that thing.
Yo, we're feeding the family and the entire town with this. Let's go.
Yeah, because isn't it like they've only, before they actually got footage of the giant squid, I think it's like the only evidence that they had that this thing might exist is because they've seen whales be beached up with these like huge fucking marks on them after a fight, and they figured out that it's like a giant cephalopod or something.
Yeah.
Man, it's so sick.
And then they finally got footage of it like a few years ago, and it's like, it just looks like straight out of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's
Like
fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
Ocean's so scary.
Fucking sperm whales, right?
Yeah.
Like who, you said giant squids, and I think sperm whales like generally hunt giant squids.
Yeah.
Like apparently like their click is like so loud that if they clicked when you were next to it, it could literally like vibrate you to death.
Yeah.
Or at least at the very least burst your eardrums.
Yeah.
And I see clips of divers close to sperm whales getting footage, and I'm like, you are taking one big fucking risk, man.
I saw that near like there was divers near, they'd accidentally seen like a submarine, and they obviously didn't realize when they posted it, but like if the submarine like pinged its sonar, it would have like completely like probably killed them.
Yeah.
I think it would immediately burst like a lot of their, like rupture a lot of their organs because it's so powerful. The sonar, it's terrifying.
And I'm like, why are you taking that risk? What if whales can't sneeze? What if they have an itch somewhere like that? What if they're just like,
what if a whale just like farts and you just explode from the shockwave? Just from the
Boom,
shockwave.
man,
It's like some anime shit, like a Nen blast. Like, you fucking rupture, start coughing up blood. You're like,
It's the most powerful fart in the universe.